Hey folks, in today's video I am going to discuss a common problem with this particular car, 355 series, and probably more so the 348 series, and that is the 30 amp fuse issue with the heater system, the HVAC system. I am going to show you a quick and easy, cheap modification I've done that will enable you to kind of bypass that. It won't fix the problem at the root cause, but it will stop a lot of aggravation when you do get those 30 amp fuses blowing. Let's have a quick look at the system. Okay, so we are discussing this particular area of the car, so the HVAC system, the heater control area, and what you'll find typically is if you're facing this problem, this is one of my 355s, but like I say, you see this commonly also on a 348, and what you'll find is this whole system is completely dead. You've got nothing here, and as you can see on this one, you can hear heaters are all working. And that is all controlled by a 30 amp fuse. Now, one of the issues here is that 30 amp fuse is not listed on the fuse board or in the user manual for the car. So unless you start looking at forums and doing a bit of in-depth digging, you won't find where this 30 amp fuse is. So let's talk about and go to the location of this. Obviously on this is a left-hand drive car. Down in the passenger footwell here, if I pull this flat back, that is my standard main fuse board on this car. Let's look at the other area of the fuse board. The 30 amp fuse is not down here, and the other area that is listed in the user manual is at the front of the car, so let's go there. So the second fuse board on the car is under the panel in the front trunk area, and again 30 amp fuse is not located there. To access this kind of hidden 30 amp fuse on a 355, you have to remove this carpet area just in front of the windshield. We'll do that. I will show you the normal location where it is, and then I'll explain a quick, simple, easy and cheap modification I've made to this car. So first of all, if you do have a dead HVAC heater system in your 355, 348, and you want to check the fuse, 30 amp fuse, the location, like I say, is under here on a 355. Okay, I've sped this up a little bit by undoing these various screws. Okay, so first of all, you are going to have to remove 4 screws from here. 2, 3, 4. That is just the trim panel. I don't want to lose these little things. Okay, a little trim panel can go down here. Then we move this compartment, and there's 2 screws here. Then we have to remove this rubber seal. You don't have to remove it fully. I just remove part of it, and it always leaves this white horrible residue, so I have a vacuum ready to sort that out afterwards. Okay, and then what I do typically with this is I gently move part of that carpet up, and what you would normally find, I've made the modification on here, but where you see these brown wires, these 2 brown wires here, down in this area you will see the fuse holder. Okay, and this was the old fuse holder. As you can see, and typical with these cars, it was all burnt away. Okay, and obviously my fuse had blown. Okay, so what I have done is I have rewired all of that and put some extra long wire in, and as you can see, we trace these brown wires. What I've done on this car is I have modified it, and I have put an inline fuse in this area here. Okay, so rather than have to remove all of these screws, make this mess with this horrible white residue, I have housed this under the easy access panel. I've yet to decide where I'm going to bolt this to. If I need to, I might just leave it loose. But basically what happens is when your fuse blows, you can easily reset it. Some people upgrade these to 40 amp, but I'm sticking with standard. But yeah, that's it. Very easy, quick modification. Obviously, like I said at the beginning of the video, it is not fixing the root cause of the problem. But for a temporary solution for around $10, you can do that, which is gives you easy access to that fuse to reset it. Because worst case scenario, if you start to see this problem, you're in the middle of the journey, you've got no HVAC system, you're going to have to strip all this down and replace that fuse, okay? Whereas you can just remove this panel, 2 seconds, reset the switch, and the system's back up and running. So hope that helps, and I will continue this. I haven't actually looked at the root cause of this car, but once I've done that and figured out why that is blowing, I will post up another video. Just a sub note to add in here. So this is really the method I would use just to quickly check that fuse if it's blown, okay? To make the modification, obviously I would recommend you remove the whole of this front carpet section. The reason being is it's backed with this kind of hard shell, and if you move this too much, you'll stress it, and as you can see here, probably you've got a slight break in that. Okay, so safest way, if you're going to attempt that modification on your car, just remove this whole section here. It's very easy, there's just a few more screws to do it, but just wanted to add that in there so you don't end up all breaking this nice carpet. Okay, just to splice in here and show you another one of my 355s. This is one prior to being modified. This is a 99 very nice grey 355 Spider, and I don't know if you can see, but we're in the area. Obviously I have the whole carpet area removed, and down here just underneath this connector is our 30 amp fuse. You're probably not going to do it. I need some light, so what I'll do is I'll splice in a picture here with some light just to show you where it is. Nice bit of access down there to modify it once you've got this carpet removed. Okay, so just to show you another view and how easy it is to do that. So hopefully you found that video helpful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to the channel, and if you do have any particular videos you want me to film on common problems on these kind of cars, I'm obviously trying to do this to share the knowledge and some of those common problems on these kind of supercars, especially Ferraris. They're kind of my thing that I've owned for many years, and I'm trying to video some of those common problems that I've faced, that I have found fixes on the forums that have kind of helped me over the years. So I'm trying to share that knowledge and show you the simple ways of how to fix those and diagnose those. Okay, so if you've got any suggestions, leave a comment below, and obviously if I can, I will try and film some of those as well for you. Cheers. Ciao for now.